What is up, Tiger? What's up, Preston? What's up, everybody? We're gonna continue this right now. Hey, Miguel, thanks for the retweet. What's up, Preston? What's going on? Everything and nothing. How's your day going, buddy? October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court Room number 4. It's very hot. But it's so good. It's so hot, but it's so good. You're in the middle of trying to draw the new water starter. How's it going? How's it going, McMackey, with that drawing? You guys excited for that new Pokemon game? You know what, you know what I've come to the realization? Since they're bringing out another new Pokemon game relatively soonish, I have to just go and play BDSP. I think we have to stop the shiny hunt on BDSP and just move on through it. I think it's time. I've been putting it off, and I don't think we're gonna get it. I don't think we're gonna get the shiny prior to man. That is so clogged. You're not a huge fan of Pokemon. You're not even the new style, or what about Pokemon turned you off about it, Preston? What's up, Aspel? Long time no see. How are you doing, my friend? Next one. We're starting off with the court today. You love all the stars. You're a huge fan. Been a fan ever since 1998, right? Court is now in session. A trial for misrepresented powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. It's Edgeworth again? The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. On October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global. Are we defending? Yes, we are. We're defending Beast Wolverine. Had to take a little break, but it's better now. I'm so sorry to hear about that, asshole. I hope everything's going well. You're always welcome back here with open arms, bro. You hate Edgeworth? he's kind of mean. Hey, Tiger, thanks for that like and retweet. It's impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to the fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call his first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Oh, you're right. Bot isn't on. Detective, if you would briefly describe the case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this, it's important to grasp the layout of studios, you see. This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of the action scenes during the morning there. Here's the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studio here was at 1 p.m. on that day. past the security station, there's a gate. Past that are the studios. Hey, Megan, thanks for that like and retweet. And here it is, Studio 1. I'm confused by your comment there, Manuel, but what's up, bro? This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area around noon until noon. Rip shiny hair, shiny hunt. I mean, it's just so that we can get on with it, as I haven't played it in a while. Then, after the lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform the rehearsal. Needless to say, rehearsal was canceled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen the whole thing again? No. Why do we have to listen to it again? Is there a reason I need to? It was the same exact thing. I think I can probably remember that. So, the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. No, Your Honor. This case is quite simple. If you ask one question, that question is, what did security guard lady at the guard station see? This man is so full of himself. Bro. 666 vids? Nice. That's public videos. Nice, Tiger. You do that. Let's call this security officer to the stand. That's funny. Will the witness declare her name? Aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. No, dearie. No need for you to just be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. Seems Edgework has a bit of trouble getting its witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. Practically when I was Oldbag enough, dear, sure the other children make fun of me. And can you believe it? There was just a scapula in the chest up. Hi, call me Oldbag. There's a kind. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. What's up, Catch? Object to the witness's talkativeness. I love that. There you go. He's like, you're talking too much, lady. Do I know Sebastian? He's in your friend requests. Friend requests? Huh? If somebody's, the only way you could get a friend request, I'm guessing, is on Discord, and I do not suggest accepting anybody as a friend on Discord. Nobody. The only people I'll accept are confirmed people that I would accept are confirmed other streamers generally. And what I suggest to anybody else is nobody else accept any friend requests on Discord. It's just too risky. There's too many hackers, too many things like that. That got creepy fast, and he's already, yeah, exactly. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Who he is, though? He might be from our community. That's possible. Sebastian sounds familiar, but could be from anywhere. Could be the Sebastian that's from here, but he got hacked, and he's trying to add you now just so that he could try to hack you too. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony from 2021. Well, then you should even be more worried about, I don't know, Discord friendships and links and whatnot. I've seen too many people get hacked. So I don't even test. It's a request on the Switch. Oh! Yeah. Almost, if it's on the Switch, that's a whole different thing. Yeah, Sebastian on the Switch, he's on our, yeah, we know him, yeah. Here, I'm thinking you're talking about Discord. I'm like, no, just don't worry about it. No, if it's a Switch, you have nothing to worry about. It's just a Switch friend. Oh, okay. Whew. Got me worried there, Preston. Now, the witness was stationed during the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yeah. Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, somebody would have to pass by you? No! You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through since morning. I, had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from there until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? A good way to think about friend requests on Discord, if you don't know them personally, don't add them back. Yeah, that's kind of how I would see it too, Ethan. How are you doing? You hit 1K subs? Yeah, I saw that. Isn't that awesome? GG's Goober. Interesting to me because certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. Yeah! Somebody inside the Steel Samurai costume. Guys, let's get that straight. This is the picture that tells her for sure, 100%, no doubt about it, there's no question to her that this is not the dude. She thinks this is Beast Wolverine guy, who she's all like, it had to be him because I saw him walk past me. But he's in the Steel Samurai costume. It literally could be anyone. And if you don't notice how short he is, whoever's in the Steel Samurai costume is too short. Look, their feet aren't even in the thing. It's ridiculous. As long as they're tall enough. Yeah, which this person clearly isn't tall enough. Here's their leg. Here's the rest of the stepping thing. Bro. I'm doing good. It was Powers, that man right there, heading towards the studio. That does not look like Powers, that looks like Steel Samurai. Also way too short. Because if he was to stand up next to the spear, he'd be taller than it. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin with cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Let's find out. Let's just press just to see what kind of information we got. So, up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no, but the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in. Right, the key card that I have. So, what she's saying is, no one who wasn't supposed to get in there. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since the morning. Bumby do 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 do. Press a run through.
They were working out a scene between Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got basics figured out by noon, and we're used to the afternoon. We're to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer Studio went to studio at 1 in the afternoon.
What's up, Cat? How are you doing? How you doing? Cat, you're doing Minecraft in like an hour and a half, right? Because guys, we're gonna be going short because we're gonna go over to Cat's stream because I have things on Minecraft to show her. Like, bruh, you're doing Minecraft still today, right, Cat? I have like a bajillion things. So, Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon? Minecraft later. Yes! Minecraft, bro. Dude, Minecraft is so much fun. Nice cooking. I hope you have a good meal. Yesterday we only did the first part of this one, so we only did investigations on the through the studios, and then today's obviously the court day.
I had some errands to run that morning.
Wait. What kind of errands? What are you making us, Cat, by the way? I'm starved.
Oh, well, you know.
Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know?
Yeah, right there. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job!
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Mediana meat pasta thing. Ah, chicken, tomato sauce pasta. Marinara. Kind of like spaghetti. Oh, not what I was thinking.
Anyway, I was always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
Well, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was one when they got to a guard station.
Hold it! Did you see the victim then?
Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate.
Dang it!
From then until 5.
Hold it! So you were watching there the whole time? No breaks, not even a second?
Of course, I'm a professional, you know!
Lady? Excuse me? Clearly you are nowhere near a professional as that guard in the office, bro. That guard who was guarding the detention room, bro? Pfft, nobody's professional as that guy.
Of course. Are you criticizing me? I do my job, whippersnapper?
No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time? Snipper whapper!
Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper. Snipper whapper? Oh, Windbag is losing it, Nick. Of course you join. We talk about how the other card is. I know. What's up, Francis? How are you doing? I know. He is such a professional. That man is so professional. It's ridiculous how professional he is. He should get a raise. He should get double raised. How are you doing today, Francis? Why don't you raise an objection?
So, the witness was on duty the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interestingly, because a certain man walked me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that right there, heading towards the studio.
Okay, hold on. You voiced old bag like old lady. Mike Wazowski. How did you know that? So you did like, oh, how, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. Is that, am I thinking of the correct person? Old lady from Monsters, Inc. Mike Wazowski. Is that the right one? All the Pokemon news? Bro, that new Pokemon gen looks great, actually. And it looks like they're keeping the Arceus formula, so... a whole new series of games. Yeah, kind of more raspy.
How, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me.
I can see it. I'm giving her, I was giving her kind of like a old Karen kind of attitude, but like somebody who always thinks they're right and always like, so I actually really try to do that. I don't know if you guys can notice that, but I actually try to, see you later, Preston. Have a great day, man. So I try to actually put their personality in them in some way. And it's subtle. My original version? You mean my...
Oh, you have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me.
That one? She's, trying to go a little overconfident. Since this is your third guard trial, that should get raised 3 times every time, bro.
I fed him donuts and he talked and talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Poor Detective Gumshoe. Getting ratted out by a security guard.
Interesting to me, because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m.
Hold it! 2, you're sure?
Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right here. He was heading towards the studio.
Okay, we're gonna present her with that thing after we press this. So, you saw Mr. Powers?
That's what I said. Get wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Yeah, it was not him because, bro, this is not proof. This is not proof that was Powers. This looks nothing like Powers. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
none other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course! Didn't your mama teach you any shin, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers. Right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that I wasn't born yesterday. No one is accusing you of that, Miss, witness.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
However, you don't...
Dang it. Hold on, I need to drink something really quick.
However, you do not have the proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Royal Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known only information you possess in your possession ahead of time.
How was I supposed to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should all be ashamed! All of you! Anyway, I showed that the photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look!
Wow. Old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then.
The man in the photo.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run through the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props, and it was a big mess.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is that the spear is broken, and it was repaired and stabbed. I was saying it from the beginning. Hey, what Bumble? Thank you for that like and retweet.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg clearly. Clear as day.
No, you can see that he's too short for the costume.
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So we got a sprained ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Bum.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
I think that might be true. Yeah, look, look at the spear. It's been fixed. Yeah, I don't think any of these are gonna help.
That morning...
Oh, wait, hold on. Actually, let's press her. What am I doing?
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is straight and narrow. The up and up! Youth today, always whining about each other, enough to make an old man cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try to not upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match.
That morning, during the run-through of the action scene...
Hold it! Who was present at the run-through? It's just funny stopping every single sentence.
Well, let's see. There was Powers, she's a Steel Samurai, and then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what were exactly you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So, she didn't see the run-through then?
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall.
Yeah, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. Ha ha ha, what a laugh.
Hold it!
So, Powers sprained his ankle. I helped to make it better for him, of course.
You? How helped him make it better?
I kissed her where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. That's what I was thinking, Manuel.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear, the murder weapon. But it was broken.
Luckily, there was my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. It does. And it was fixed at that time. I better write down this in the court record.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
Yep. Okay, let's press him. Nice, Tiger. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is just one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. What? 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 Okay. Hold on. You arrested the man very quickly, and then you just assume that he's hiding the costume or something. The man who wears it on a daily basis is hiding his own costume. What? I mean, okay, how does that make any sense? If it was him, hiding the costume would be pointless. If it wasn't him, hiding the costume would be pointless for him. If it was somebody else who did it, they would 100% hide the costume. Like, how does that alone not get him free? The fact that his costume was stolen, like, how? How? And he wouldn't even know his costume was stolen because they just straight up freaking arrested the man, right? So he wouldn't even know his costume was stolen. Like, what? Like, if his costume was stolen and he doesn't have a choice in the matter, bro, what? Oh, my word. Hey, what's up, Texas Grizzly? And then he's all like, it's not important. Of course it's important. I'm offended. Yeah, it very easily could have been somebody in the Steel Samurai costume going past and attacking him, but they just assumed that it's Powers because it was somebody in the Steel Samurai costume. And then when it's found out that when they have evidence that it's not Powers because he was sleeping, and then his costume is missing, why do you assume that's Powers then? Oh my word. Man, I could think of how they could make these games way more difficult and just make them slightly more realistic. I mean, if they made, I mean, I probably, maybe I'm speaking too early. Maybe the cases do get more developed as they go into the multiple games. Just chilling playing Halo? Nice. What are you doing on Halo? Let me take a breather. Because some of this stuff is just like obvious. I mean, it's early games though, so maybe that's the whole point. The witness did see the steel samurai. Yes, a half-tall steel samurai in a costume. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Will Powers. No! That's not even remotely clear. And I hate this judge. I want this judge impeached. I do not want this judge. He just agrees with everybody else. He questions everything we say, and then he just agrees with literally everybody else. Oh my word. I would not like being... He always is like, huh, Mr. Wright, are you sure about that? You're probably wrong, but are you sure? And everybody else is like, yeah, I guess that sounds right. When it's just blatantly wrong. It's ridiculous. I am so upset. Are you sure? You're sure, Your Honor. Object! Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, and we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can you see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer.
I'm like, thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you for bringing this up.
We have to consider that a possibility also.
Uh-huh. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue to hear her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw to go to the studio before then was Will Powers. None else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Yeah. That still does not change the fact that it was not Will Powers.
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
But what makes that Will Powers?
Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true?
A half an hour? This is a half an hour. This is a whole freaking half hour prior, bro. That is a long time. That is a long time, bro. A half an hour in between before when he died and when you saw him pass by. I mean, really, that's a long, long time.
The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. None else went through there.
Okay, hold on. Let's do this in question. Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite. Nobody's suspicion passed by at all.
Nobody's suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went in there.
Hold it. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? Uh-oh. The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy.
Edgy boy? Old windbag sure has balls. Ugh. Well, you know what I mean. No, you mean balls. Big old windbags have a way of skipping over important details. So does Edgeworth. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. So does Edgeworth, and the judge, and the jury for that matter. How convenient. I know, right? Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Okay, so... Hold on. This is not Will Powers! Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken at the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, sonny.
So, whenever someone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
Ah, and here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway. What happened to picture one? That picture one is apparently who she gave to what's his face, and I've been wondering the same thing, man. Where's picture one? Exactly my point. Where's picture one? We weren't able to get picture one. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work inside the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note on the back of the photo I printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny?
She's forgetting the whole number 2. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it was the only photo?
Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Tell the court what you mean by picture that there's another photo that we haven't seen. The judge, though. That's the judge, though. Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people that went in the studio. Don't tell me the judge doesn't know how to count that the judge is dumb. I know. What the frick, Judge? Even your sister's 1-year-old has a higher IQ. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
Yeah? Me? Wash your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to me.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these new fangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Just replace the judge, get that guard, that other guard. Bro, that guard would be a better judge, because at this point, just standing there silently doing literally nothing would be more helpful than this judge has been. Like, if he just didn't say anything and he just stood there, we'd be probably pretty set right now. To be fair, we'd probably be doing pretty well. I mean, honestly, we'd be doing way better than this judge questioning everything we say and just agreeing with everything everybody else says. I think it'd still be better. Man. have to prove everybody wrong like 10 times every 10 times a sentence.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper?
Something the matter?
Something the matter, old Miss Oldbag. That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Yes. You could put it that way, I suppose.
I see. Your testimony, please. The other person.
Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security guard and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
You're giving me a headache, lady. You're giving me a headache. Oh my word. You just throwing away your things that are required for you to keep for your job. Just throwing everything away. Oh, this picture doesn't look suspicious. I guess I'll just throw it away. Oh, this picture doesn't look suspicious. I'll hold on to this one for later. Oh my word, bro. Sigh, bro. Her logic is giving me a headache. Oh my word.
Come to think of it, I remember throwing that one photo out that day.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Miss Oldberg, this is the first I've heard of this. Of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright. Hold on. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I'd say this is a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, by the way, today, guys. I absolutely love hanging out with you guys. I hope you're having a good day. And I'm really glad you guys are joining in for these games, by the way. It really does mean a lot. I want to play through the Pheonix Wright's games. I understand it's probably going to be a little bit rough on like huge numbers of people in the streams, but everybody that's here in these streams, guys are like so chatty and so talkative, and I love it. I love chatting with you guys. So even though there's very few people here, everybody that is here, you guys are all seem to very much enjoy this. So I'd like to get through the Pheonix Wright. So it really matters. It means a lot that you guys are enjoying this with me. Thank you guys. Fun game to watch. It's fun. It's a really fun game. It is a lot of fun. Again, thanks to Kat for actually getting me to, you know, kick me in the booty, get me going. It is harming the channel though. It is harming the channel, but I'm gonna bear with it. I'm gonna bear with the pain that it's gonna cause the channel, just so we can play through it, because I want to play through it. So I'll try to do other things to supplement these though, so that we can. It was frog pressure. Hearts, you guys, hearts. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm gonna take a breather and let's get back into this. Oh, I want to, Kat. I want to. It's just that I don't want to hurt my channel too much, because when I play things that a lot of people don't want to watch on the channel, then they end up not coming back to streams forever. So I don't want to alienate the people that are like, a lot of people were liking the Animal Crossing, but it was turning into, like, right now, like, the difference between Animal Crossing and this is that in Animal Crossing there was a lot more lurkage and people were enjoying it, and but it was like mostly lurking, right? And then this, you guys are like, lol, oh, that was hilarious, oh, that lady deserves that, you know, that kind of stuff, you know, just all the fun. I love that. And I like having that in the streams. So thank you guys for making the streams a lot of fun. It's always more fun when we're all hanging out and pretty much playing the game together. That's kind of the idea, is like we're all playing the game together rather than me just playing a game and everybody watching me play it, you know? So that's kind of why I like this. It's so much more fun. And I love voice acting as well. Okay, let's take a breather real quick. We're gonna play through the whole series, I'm sure. Even if it's just you guys here, that when you have time, you know. Of course, you guys don't have to be here either. But if there are people here enjoying it, it's not just me in here. We'll be continuing this the whole way through, I think. Okay, let's get back to the game. I hurt you guys.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do.
What is that? Hold it! Another job?
That's right. I checked all the people that passed by the main gate that day.
Enjoying this gameplay? I'm glad, McMackey. I'm glad.
I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you all back up the security camera data?
Well, they keep telling me to, yes.
No! 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 Oh, she's been told as well to keep backups and not delete stuff. Oh, and she does it anyway. She thinks she's good at her job, guys. This lady thinks she is good at her job right now. I am questioning how she was not fired 500 years ago when she was 30 years old. Oh my word. Fired! Duh, bro. She would totes be fired, bro.
But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
It's ridiculous! Throwing out pictures because they're not suspicious looking? Bro, what is this? Some sort of game to you? What is this? Some sort of game where we're not given all the pieces of evidence to make this easy? Where we can, like, solve through the problems and, like, come to the conclusion in a dramatic and final kind of way? Bro. Okay. Game? Oh my word.
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part? This is a murder trial, missile bag.
Well, I didn't touch suspicious-looking Will photo. That suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I?
Because I don't think she understands the point here. Exactly, Pheonix. What's up, Texas? I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, I now remember throwing out one photo that day.
Cat, if you're not eating, let's take a breather. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Darth who?
Fanboy.
Fanboy.
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get this information from rehearsals from a gosh knows where. And they're always hanging about. One was there that day.
Whoa, wait a second. Bubbler up noise. Dude, Texas. Do you do the breathers? You do breathers too? Bum bum dee doo doo doo. I'll reload. Tango down, reloading. Well, wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Wait, this button.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes in the employee area.
Oh, Texas, bro. Broselby. That's so sweet of you. Thank you so much, Texas. Hearts, man.
Oh, great, has been Roos for a while.
Guys, get them hashtags in the chat for Senior Texas Grizzly Gaming.
Always enjoy being here.
I'm sorry you have a headache there, Janelle. I hope your headache gets better. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Texas. Let me take a breather in honor of that. Right there. More breathers! Sleep well, Janelle. I hope that your headache gets better. I hope that your headache gets better. Drink water. Drink water. Oh, and a thing you can do for just a minor relief, for like only a few seconds of relief, which I haven't had a headache in a long time, but whenever I get a headache, putting pressure on the roof of your mouth with your tongue will just relieve your relieve your headache just for a few seconds, which sometimes, man, sometimes if you have a headache for a while, like all day long, it helps. Just that few seconds of relief is so nice. I don't know why. I think it's because a headache is caused by constriction of blood vessels in the brain, right? So by applying pressure, you somehow change the pressure in the constricted blood vessels. Yeah. Anywho, feel better, Janelle.
It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain. You should try that. I mean, I don't know if it works for everybody, but everybody I've told to try it, including myself, it's worked for it. So, I mean, again, it's only for like a few seconds. It's not like a cure-all by any means. It's just like a few seconds of relief, and then it's going to come right back. So, and you can't even do it over and over and over. It's not going to necessarily work. I don't know that stuff on that, but just like, at least when I'll do it, and then it'll give me relief for a few seconds, and then yeah. I mean, I haven't had a headache in... I think I had a slight headache like 2 weeks ago. And then I drank some water, and did I take anything? I don't think I did. I think I had a headache not too long ago. It was like a very slight headache. Anywho.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
As if your blood pressure is slightly high? Oh, makes sense. Kids. So, on that photo you erased, you said old bag was giving me a headache? Oh, well, that's true. That's true. You know, I do get, my head does feel actually like, honestly, Francis, when I am encountered with people making really bad decisions consistently, it can actually start to make my head start kind of hurting for like at least for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like, honestly, that is not a joke. I get I sometimes get absolutely furious with the logic of people, and it just, like, the logic just makes my head hurt. Just makes my head hurt, because I'm just like, how could you, how is that your thought process? How is that your thought process? How can you not just... Safe to say, in my life, I have had to learn over and over and over and over and over, people don't think like I think. So, you know, nobody thinks like I think. I don't think I have not met one person on this planet who thinks the same way I do. So it's just, you know, it's tough. It can be tough. I've looked, and I would love to find more people that think like just like I do. But so, because they don't think like I do, since nobody does, I always will think that somebody gets something. I will assume that people understand something more often when they do not. And so that's probably my biggest issue, is that you know, trying to talk plainly about something. Like, Francis, like, you're learning English, and I'm just saying a bunch of mix of English words, and you know, that's not helpful. that's kind of an example, kind of like, you don't know English already, like, you're trying to understand, just make sure you know, like, the actual English words, and I'm sitting here mixing up like 3 different English words, and it makes it really hard for you to understand, because from your perspective, that's a whole new English word that you've just not seen before. Like, it's from as far as you know, that's an actual English word, and you just hadn't heard it before. And I'm just, you know, it was my issue of, you know, somehow assuming that you would understand what I'm saying, but it's something that was just biased because only somebody who is probably very fluent in English and also, like, what's it called? The slang of English. So yeah. Can't tell if you're making it up. Well, I try nowadays. I try nowadays when I'm typing to you to actually say the English things. I do make up some words, but I think you usually are able to tell. You are a very savvy, clever fellow. So you're able to understand them, even though English is your second language, right? You don't know the other languages, just French and English. And Spanish. Well, you're getting there. Oh, that's a question. Do you know Spanish as much as Kat knows French? And that's something I gotta know. Okay, hold on. Let's go there.
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? You're self-taught English? And that's a whole other thing. Self-taught. Bro, self-taught, that is impressive all by itself. I mean, I guess through immersion you did it was probably like the immersive technique you did. Probably the best way to do is you just force yourself in the situation. He knows Spanish more. He thinks in French and English rather than talk. Oh, right. That's a whole thing, Frog. You would think in French. That's so weird to me. You know, that's crazy. That when I think about that, it's just weird to think about. That, you know, like Francis, you wouldn't think in English, you know. I would think in English. That's crazy. And talk French, yeah. And Spanish is probably closer to the French, so yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense because French already shares a lot of similarities with Spanish. So I wonder how much Quebec French. It's a different French, right? Canadian. I wonder how closely Canadian French is to Spanish then, because I mean French shares some similarities with Spanish. I don't imagine that Canadian French is going to be too much different, but I'm also, you know, a noob. You think French sometimes you translate things and you don't. Sometimes you don't have to. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I've never thought in Russian. I've never, like, if I go to think about something, I never immediately go to a different language. I don't think I know another language enough to do that. To actually, like, think my thoughts in a different language and me understanding, because rather my brain is just trying to make sure I'm using the right words that translate over, and I'm never spending, and it's not like if I try to think, I know what I'm thinking in Russian, which is ya dumаю, ya dumаю, ya dumai, or ya znаю, ya dumat. Ya znаю, ya dumat. If I try to think that, I know what I'm thinking in Russian. See, in my head, I try to think it, but the English, I'm translating it. I'm translating it as I'm thinking it. So the English is right there. In my head, the English is right next to the Russian the whole time. So that's just crazy. A good example is you say, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I do it with Privyet. Still. That's crazy. That's crazy. Kat, can you, like, think in Spanish? Like think in Spanish? Like that? Wait, you don't think in Spanish, right? No, you don't. You wouldn't think in Spanish. You don't even, you right? Kat, maybe you do? No. You thinking American.
Order! Let me get this straight. You saw two people pass by the gate on the way.
You think in Spanish when you talk to your mom. Interesting. So, Kat, you think in both pretty easily. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, because you were always talking to her in Spanish. That's interesting. So you kind of grew up with that. That's really interesting. Language is cool, guys. It's weird. It's weird to think. There is your mom doesn't know English, and the less you practice your Spanish, the more you gotta translate in your head. Oh, okay, I can see that. Like a USB Matrix style, bro. I wonder if there would be immersion. I would probably say, I mean, I have never been immersed, so I can't say this for sure, but definitely I see people that learn it the best is always through immersion. It seems like, you know, there are some people out there that just can get it really easily, Maybe there's like a trick to understanding him really easily. Just enough to understand a lot with just context. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I can understand a lot of written French and Spanish. Well, not a lot of. A small amount, I should say, more like. I can understand written Spanish and French and German and things like that, just because the words I do know give me enough context to understand what is being said. Exactly. So, I mean, I'm not by it, but I couldn't tell you what those words are. I have to read them and then translate in my head. Oh, well, that word, I remember, means blah. And if that word means blah, and then this word means blah, and then this word in the center, there's only one word that can go there. Therefore, this sentence says blah. I can see it. Man, why are languages so cool? I need to go back to trying to learn languages. Rip me. Мне не надо говорить по-русски каждый день. Если я не знаю, и мне не надо практику говорить по-русски. I need to practice my Russian. It's my closest language that I know the most of. So if I don't practice it, man, I just need to get up, finish my learned on it. That's a new word that makes no sense. I said I need to practice my Russian every day. Is that what I said? Мне надо практику говорить по-русски каждый день. Russian is such a beautiful language. I'll say see, like, I didn't need to translate that in my head to say that. But if I say that in my head, I have to translate it. Weird to think about. Anywho, let's get back to the game. Sorry, guys, I'm totally getting distracted by language talk.
You saw two people pass by the gate on the studio that day. One was a steel samurai, dragging his leg. The other was a boy, looked about second or third grade. Yes, well, we see their type every day. Can't stop them, can't catch them.
No, you can't, because you're freaking an old Miss Oldbag. A boy, second or third grade? You want to learn? What languages do you want to learn, McMackey? Freaking Duolingo is a thing. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
And that's how you're learning Spanish? Nice. How many days are you up to, Brandy? Oh, that's really funny we're talking about languages, Frog. Because the thing I see on the Twitter, Bumble, thank you for that like and retweet, by the way. Yeah, you wrote that in a lot of different languages, and you're just throwing it's just throwing the paper says no. So the joke I made to Francis was that he did that in a lot of different languages. If you guys don't know, no, N-O as no, as like a no, is like at least a few languages. Made you laugh. I'm glad I made people laugh with that. I thought it was hilarious. It's like ananas. Ananas in pretty much all languages, pineapple. Ananas, right? Pineapple is ananas, all languages. English, it's called a pineapple. It's crazy. It's just silly. Why? Why English? Why English? Why? I don't know. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. Mr. Powers.
Yes.
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest.
It's ananas and Finnish. McMackey, you think I'm joking? And I mean literally, ananas is what it is in almost every single language. Like, there's a list I've seen, and that's like just lines of languages, and it's every single language. It's ananas. It's ananas in Russian as well, and it's it's just ananas for everybody. The only one who it's not ananas for is English, because we're dumb, I guess. I don't know. Why did we choose that? Why do we have to be different? Why do us English speakers have to be different than everybody is? I don't know. It's the same thing with the measurement system. Why? Why do we have to use a different, just because we're upset? We're upset with the king, so let's just do everything different, even if it made more sense. Japanese and English. Oh, what is it in Japanese? Is it pineapple in Japanese? Who was the steel samurai in that security photo? Pineapple. Okay, so it's like English. That's so two languages. Is it in any other languages? It's not. Ananas.
How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should have taken better care of your stuff.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume. So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're likely the only suspect right now. Nick! Well, what are we gonna do? First, we play for more time.
Yeah.
We'll start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this. Right! And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we'll get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
Yeah, you don't sound very optimistic.
Exactly, Francis. Exactly. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick. It's time. Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Court will now reconfirm for the trial of Miss Powers. Mr. Powers, Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed, Your Honor. The other person who went to the studio was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there's still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty of the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let us hear what you have in mind. However, be aware, this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was the person other than Mr. Powers who have committed this murder?
I actually think the security lady is innocent. She just likes she likes her job. She likes her job. She told us what the best she knew, and she's just one of those people. I don't think she's in on it because she just thinks that she's better than everybody and does what she will. You know, she's like, she works there because she's like somebody's grandma or something. Wait, what if she was in on it and then the person who did it is her grandson? Mind blow, bro. Mind blow. Mind blow. I mean, we gotta say the grade school boy, I guess. Even though it might not be right. I mean, we can't. I mean, it could be her, but I don't want to say it's the assistant girl. I mean, it could be the assistant girl, but it's unlikely. Because I mean, what's the whole point? Why? Who went over there? The assistant girl was already over there. You know, she was already there. She was already in there. She wasn't just making it her way there, right? So. That's definitely a shorter person. I'm gonna just have to say the grade school boy. It was the grade school boy. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Are you seriously suggesting the boy did it, Mr. Wright? Grade school boy kills veteran action star with spear. For one thing, the murder weapon was with the steel samurai. Would you care to explain how the boy would obtained it from him? Maybe that was a dumb move on my part. Maybe. How about absolutely?
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you.
Bro, are you serious? Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
May we move on?
God, this fight isn't over yet. If Your Honor, one more chance. Bro, the kid is the only one that makes sense. I mean, the other lady was already there, wasn't she? And it's either. So then we're saying that she has to be lying.
So who is a person other than...
I mean, I'm guessing the assistant girl is what they expect me to answer. Or, I mean, I guess I only have two choices left. It could be both of them. I don't really think it's necessarily the security lady because she really, in this case, she does seem that she just cares about her job. And she thinks she's doing it better than she is. The assistant girl, we have, like, no information on. It very well could be her. I mean, if anybody, I was kind of suspicious from her at the beginning, but I'm willing to, there's a lot of things, I mean, we just don't have enough information, really. Whatever, I'm gonna try assistant girl. Watch it be wrong again. It was the assistant! The steel samurai costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and doing so became the steel samurai.
So you're saying the steel samurai was really in the picture?
That's correct, Your Honor. If you're serious, and you've got guts, Mr. Wright, remember the photo. Wasn't the steel samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot. Oh, bad feeling time. No! The person in the costume is too short to be wearing it. Remember the testimony concerning Power's injury.
Powers and poor Hammer were at the run-through. Oh, and me.
What about the assistant?
Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think.
So, she's just saying she actually doesn't know where the assistant was. She actually doesn't know where the assistant was, so, well, I mean, I guess I should have been taking that into account earlier then. She just said, she's saying that she thinks. She actually doesn't know. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably the assistant more likely the whole time.
She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
Bro, are you serious though? The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Power's injury. She could look the Steel Samurai with that costume. But she couldn't walk like the Steel Samurai walked. She wouldn't have limped. That kind of takes the legs out from under the case.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I have to penalize you.
Dang it, are you serious?
Now we move on.
Oh my word, literally given all the chances. Bro! Literally I have to say it's a security lady. But I still, whatever. It was a security lady, Wendy Oldbag. And deleted her picture, and deleted the picture of herself? No, because then there would be 3 pictures. Because how are you doing, Fairy? Right? If she can't, it couldn't have been her because she would have to go there, come back, and then delete the pictures. That means there would be 3 pictures, and simple as that. Yeah, there would be 3 pictures, not 2. So I see where you're going with that, but that, I mean, that's otherwise, yeah, there would be more pictures. How are you doing, Fairy? Yeah. I think I mean that's a really good observation. But yeah, no, there would be 3 pictures because she would have to come back and then pass by the camera a second time. Right? Maybe not. I mean, obviously, I got it wrong by trying the other 2 answers first.
Oh?
The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in the picture. That means whoever's in the suit knew about that morning's injury. I mean, let's get this right. Oldbag has never at all liked the other people. She really much did like, however, Hammer. But maybe that's a ruse and she doesn't actually like Hammer. And I don't know. It could be her. Maybe because they were watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury.
Ah!
The security lady. Oldbag. The loose door? No, she still would have to pass by the camera. Because that's in the... So, she was talking about the employee area. Right over here in the employee area, there's a gate. There's a thing that you can go out of. And then this is where she was. This is where the camera was. So if it was her, she would have to go boom, 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 boom. So she would still have to pass by this camera again. So she would have to go over here, steal the suit, put it on, come over here, get caught by the camera going to the studio, do everything in the studio, come back out, and then to the main gate. But there's only one picture, not 2. Unless she was still in here? No, then she would have to still been in here when he came in, and then she was picture 3 coming out, I guess is a possibility. Because we didn't get to see if there was like a picture 3. We just know there's a picture 1. Explain why it can't be manual, right? Yeah, exactly. I think the game is gonna throw us through a loop, and it's not gonna be her. I think it's not gonna be her, and it's gonna be somebody else, and then we just are forced to say it's her just to continue the trial.
What? Whippersnapper?
I mean, I could be wrong. Here. It's possible.
Order! Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Mrs. Oldbag to you?
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume. Then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She knew that the camera at the gate would take her picture, but wouldn't... Okay, so I don't know... She would have to get a second picture, right? My whole idea on this is writing that it's not her is based completely on the fact that There's only one picture and not two. Because she had to be outside. She had to be on the other side at the gate again to fulfill her alibi, right? Unless I guess nobody could confirm that she was still at the gate after that. Maybe. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Miss Powers. She would definitely do that. Now let's get that straight out. Old Bag would definitely wear a costume and try to pin a crime on somebody that she found that she didn't like or something. You know, how did she put it? Suspicious looking. Man, she would definitely do that. What's up, Naughty?
Excellent detective reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh, yeah, right here. Sherlock's home, too, baby. I don't know. I mean, I guess right now, in this case, he's a better deductive reasoning than me, because I chose the assistant and the grade school boy, which were both wrong. I'm doing good. That's odd. Isn't the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with a new objection and some damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, you don't just sit there and do something.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this a whole new way. Press further! The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Yeah, we don't talk about accusing the fanboy. That never happened. I know, right? I'm still questioning how it was her. I could see why she would do it, but I mean, the evidence for it being Old Bag here is not really there. I think that it's far more likely that the assistant did it, or that the kid did it for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe it was the fanboy got on in there and Hammer. Maybe it was accidental. What's up, Jericho? How are you doing? Maybe it was accidental. Maybe he was playing around with the kid in the Steel Samurai costume, having fun, and then an accident happened. You know, maybe that was the case.
Wait just a minute!
And I'm also questioning why we can't question the assistant on anything that happened. Like, where is the assistant in all this? We should be questioning the assistant since they were literally in the same building with them the whole time. We should be questioning the assistant, what they were doing, where they were, what happened, who did they hear, where did they see, what they are, you know, just...
What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy who's the photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, as I thought. Though, as you said, second or third grade, was it?
Where was the director? Exactly.
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it nice to kids and mean to your elders say, whippersnapper?
I said it was the boy in the first place, and that was wrong. So if it ends up being the assistant or the grades, I'm actually going to be upset. Guys, I'm actually going to be upset. If it ends up being the case that it is either the assistant or the grade school kid, and I got in trouble, I lost points for saying those answers in the first place, I'm going to have to be upset. So it better be Old Bag, and I better have been just wrong in my assumptions on that. I have proof.
Proof? Indeed. Let's see the proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof the soldier boy could not have committed the murder.
No, I don't. Oh, proof! He did not have the card key. That is actually something I hadn't thought about. You literally need to get a card key to get into Studio One. The fanboy could not have had the card key, right? So, the scene of the murder, as we all know, was Studio One. However, you need a card key to enter Studio One. How could a boy with no formal relations to the studio have a card key?
Ah, I see.
What's up, Lan?
Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. What was her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor. Something old bag, Your Honor.
Well then, the prosecution will look further in the old bag before we continue. That's just all. This court is adjourned.
Bro.
Wait a second!
I was gonna say, why are we... Why are we just ending it there? We got you now! Oh, it's lunchtime. We'll see you guys tomorrow. It's like, what? It's like, we know who it is now! Court adjourned. It's not even convicting.
I'm not gonna just sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me? I'm talking.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you admitted something for your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something that I was told not to talk about. See you later, Lan. Have a great day, man. Have a good pizza. By whom? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
But, well, testify.
Witness testimony.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people on the studios the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just to pretend they hadn't been to the studios that day. But if you're going to accuse me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
That was a joke about the trial. Oh! That's funny. Right. They're like, oh, pizza's here. Let's trial's over. We gotta get some pizza. Right.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court till now?
I mean, I guess it makes sense why the assistant and the kid are wrong. I still don't see how the assistant is clear from all this. Like, the most credible witness is, and like, the most likely person to have witnessed anything or have done it or anything was in the building the whole time. Why didn't they notice? They're the only one, right? The only other person? I'm still confused.
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap and I do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of Oldbag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something.
So, you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studios and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it.
Oh, my word.
There were some other people in the studios on the day of the murder.
Who? Who are these people?
Well, the director or the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done something run through of their action scene without a director? Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Ba ba ba. Manuel, you know, there's a lot of things that have been clicking. You do seem to know more about what is going to happen in the game. You're starting to seem like you know more of what's going to happen in the game before we know that it's going to happen in the game. Are you sure you haven't played this game before or know the courses, the actions? Because I'm starting to realize you know a lot more than you letting on based on your comments over time. Like you say things that seem to be trying to be helpful, but then they're literally the exact, like as if you know exactly. And that's what you thought. It's seeming more and more like that. I was taking Manuel on his word that he said he didn't know. But, you know, the more I see it, man, like another question, where's the director? The director has not been a point of conversation this entire court case. So, like right there, when you said director, I thought you were just making a joke, but now that the director is coming in a direct part of the court case, it does make me think that you actually do know what's going on, and I would ask that you keep from spoils and let us solve the things first. I don't mind you making jokes and stuff, but definitely let me and people that haven't played figure things out. If you guys haven't played and you're just really guessing at what's going on, feel free to input. You know, feel free to input your ideas, thoughts, and whatnot. Maybe we should have like a thing like what Fairy does is like, this is a wild guess, right? Indeed. Anywho, moving on.
Yes, well, I was surprised. No one asked about it.
You still think Old Bag did it? She might have. So, where were these people?
The director was in employee area all morning for the run-through.
You did one commercial for a school project. You're too stupid. Well, Manuel, if you honestly don't know what's going on, you're a longtime viewer, so I'm willing to just give you the benefit of the doubt. Even if you're lying to me right now, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, just because I think you're awesome, and I want to give you all the chances I can. So, but if you do know what's going to happen, I do ask that you keep it to yourself and let people that don't know what's going to happen. That goes for really everybody. I love these games. They're so much fun. Do 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 boom.
The director was in an employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? Literally the first thing I said! The very first thing I said! Studio 2! People from Studio 2! Literally the very first thing I said when there was a Studio 2. I'm like, bro, whoever did it is going to be from Studio 2. And then they're sending us through all these loops, making me think that it's somebody who's not Studio 2. It was always somebody in Studio 2. The obvious answer, I guess. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but it certainly seemed that way. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2.
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was falling over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue cross-examination?
think I've already asked my questions, but...
They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder.
I know that, silly. They're still pretty convincing when you have nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I asked all the questions I have to ask. Guess there's no harm. Always get as much possible info as possible as info. As info as possible. They were actually in the studio?
Yes, the whole day. When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. They beat it before the cops come.
I almost feel sorry for Edgeworth. She's really left him hanging on this one.
But if you're gonna accuse me, I'm not letting him get away scot-free.
Them? Who? Who were these people?
Well, the director, producer for Siders.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. Oh wait, we already said this. Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, who were these people? Yeah, we already did this. Where?
Studio 2 trailer, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, we already did this. We already talked about that. Alright. Yes, hold on. Hold on. Alright, let's look at our record. I think we might be done. Yeah, we're done. Because it's, yeah. Take a break. Let's go. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios in the day in question. The director and the producer and her bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and the more information on these people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
This ends the day's proceedings on the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Bro. October 18th, 1:04 p.m.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Epic fail there, Edgeworth. Right, Omega? How are you doing? It's nothing. What should I
We'll be going down to the studio.
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination. So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the steel costume? Could it really have been Old Windbag? No, it's not her. What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just trying to buy time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. I think all three of those options should have been legitimate, and I should not have lost any points, okay? Let's be real. I should not have lost any points because all three of those options were legitimate. Just because somebody's a kid does not mean that they can do grievous harm. Just because an assistant says that they were in the same building but didn't do anything didn't mean that they can't do harm. So, bro, poor Woodenbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she doesn't win any points out there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys.
To be continued. Woo! Okay, this is where we're going to call it for the day of the day, guys. Save it here. Save it here. We're gonna be calling it here today, and because has Cat started her stream? It is beyond fun start. The Cat, have you started your stream? Let's see if she's streaming. Cat hasn't started her stream. Hold on. Did I miss it? Cat, you haven't started your stream. What's wrong with you? She's still cooking. I bet you. No, she's probably busy. Are you still doing it? What time are you doing your stream today? Daybreak update for Pokemans? What? She hasn't. No, she hasn't. Oh, there it is. 140. She started. Oh, I found it. Bro. You missed a lot. Well, you can always rewatch it, Fairy. It's gonna be there. It's about today's only about an hour or so. Yeah, we've only been for an hour or so, and then there's a period of talking where we're just sitting there talking. So then you can skip that if you want. Okay, I found her. Stremity Stram. Let's go. Let's go do here. We're gonna go do a raid over to Cat. We're gonna go say start your stream raid. Hold on, let me do this. Let's start your stream raid. Oh, okay, saved. Day 2. Okay. Wait a second. Wait, did I just not save? Uh-oh. Did I just not save? I saved, right? Uh-oh. Did I just close without saving? I might have just closed without saving. There's she's starting up her stream. Hold on. Whoo! We're good. Today's 27. Okay, we're good. Jeez. I scared the crap out of myself, bro. Scared the absolute crap out of myself there. Okay, let's go. We're going to go over to Cats today. Well, we can't say start your stream raid because she already started her stream. I guess we're just gonna go do a high raid. Boom. Over to Snap. Click. Cat. So I have a bunch of stuff that I made over on Cat's server that I'm gonna be hopefully getting to show her. I made a lot of things. There's a lot of things over that I did. Should be exciting. So yeah, join us for that. What's up, Evie? You've been lurking? Nice. I hope you had a good time with the lurk. These are gonna stay up on the channel. In fact, I was thinking maybe when we were done, I could edit them and then post them as their own videos, right? I could post them as their own videos and just like shorten them so that people can watch them just with my voice acting. And like just only the information and my reactions to things and things like that. I get so upset with some of the logic of these people. It's ridiculous. Look at you guys. We got Tiger, Brandy, Francis, Lan. Thank you guys for joining in on that raid. You guys are awesome. Yeah, the logic of some of the people in Pheonix is just crazy. Is just like, man, I kind of hope that in the future cases that it gets a little bit more complex and then the logic is more like tight knit, right? So that it's harder to deduce, to like sift the information out.
Hold on. Okay. So this is, I added this. I forgot to add the filter on this scene. Hello, everybody. Welcome. It'll look better in the other. Just ignore it. Hold on. I need to fix it.
I need a lower quality for the moment.
You know what? Fuck it. Switch to this one. There you go. Much better. There you go. It's kind of. I tried to fix the issue, guys. It's you can kind of see an outline, but okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my stream. I'm Kat, Hi, everybody. Am I muted?
Epic
No? Okay.
green screen Polish.
Invisible Mike, yes! So I was
Guys,
trying to
let's go
do
hang out
the
with
nested
Snapclick
thing
Cat.
and
I'm
I
gonna be
couldn't
joining
figure it
in
out.
her.
Welcome,
With the boop on it. With what boop on it, Tiger? On my homepage.
Thank you so much for the raid. Let me say hi to everybody. Hello.
And thank you guys, Mike.
Chaz. I think it's how you told me to pronounce it. Chaz, Justy, Kink, Bryant,
Let's take a breather.
Froggy, hi. Evie, PDV, Cherish, Brandy, Fairy, McMackey, welcome, Byberg, Land, Tiger, Mitchell, did I get everybody? Hopefully I did. Welcome everybody, guys. Be sure to check out Kink. Give him a like, a sub, and some flippin' love. He was playing some Ace Attorney. I was watching him while I was cooking, and then I had to like scramble and try to figure this out, and then I tried. I tried. My arm is gonna be invisible. I can't be like this, so we'll just have to deal with that. Or maybe I could put like a sticker, or I don't know. Something.
So guys, that is it for today. I'm gonna be hanging out with Kat in her realm, and hopefully I'll get to show her some stuff I made, and then maybe something later tonight. Hopefully something that a lot of people enjoy watching. Maybe we'll see. And I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow for some more Pheonix, and then probably Animal Crossing tomorrow night.
My webcam situation.
Until then,
I'm still
stay
kind of
amazing.
figuring out my
Have a
setup
great
and
day.
Stuff, so I apologize for being
Toodaloo.
late.